Hello there, people and such, or what was my greeting before in the past? I don't remember. It doesn't matter either way. Anyway, there was a pretty long period of doing nothing before. Pretty big break between streams. I was telling I have plans to what? Yep. I had plans to do some offline content, but well, I was ultimately too lazy to actually do anything, unfortunately. So I end up slacking most of the time. I mean, I did partially few videos. Hello there, Adelaide. Welcome to the stream. Yep. Anyway. What was in the past is, I think, should stay in the past, isn't it? Today is something... Today we have some plans. If I remember correctly, we're gonna draw something. If I remember correctly. I'm doing pretty good. What about you? Anyway. Yep, drawing maps for DnD. Correct. Absolutely correct. So let's switch tabs a little bit and maybe gonna switch music. My playlist is a ragtag playlist of music, so I don't think it's gonna be appropriate most of the time. But I prepared somewhat and I found my stream is blurry, you say. That seemed cool. That's not cool, definitely. But I don't think I... Oh, it's defaulted to 144p. That's very weird to do for YouTube. Anyway... So I don't... today's stream not gonna be too long. Rather sure to have some stuff to do before bed, so I think, well, I think 3 hours at most. If I even decent at math and calculating time. But anyway. Let's draw something. And since it's still not gonna be too long, I'm gonna draw something small, maybe a house or something, I guess. Too much somethings. Anyway. The things I like to start is, first of all, changing the terrain to something useful. To something more pretty. That's pretty enough, I think. Okay. By the way, I'm using the program called Dungeon Draft, and I have and I also use what is it called? I forgot. The assets from someone's Patreon. Forgotten Adventures, I believe. Yep. A pretty good asset pack, I would say, especially for D&D and such as map. Unfortunately, there is mostly fantasy themed, so if I would decide to draw something sci-fi-ish, there's not much. There's not much tools and objects I can use. Anyway, so let's start with terrain. It's a 15 by 15 square, full of grass, and what I like to do, it's to make terrain a little bit uneven, so it's gonna be a little bit different in different spots, which is natural, because if something would be too similar to other stuff, it's gonna be boring. And art isn't about being boring, art is about being very cool. And So I think this is not too bad for the starter. Looks a little bit ugly, but... Oh, that's okay. Goodbye, Delight. Good luck at work. I was saying... Oh, I just noticed I picked up like 5 different dirts. I mean, very different types of dirts. That's not too good, so we could mix it up with, I don't know, some leaves. Yeah, green leaves are a little bit better. So anyway, how do we building stuff? One could think we're gonna use building tools to create a room, but that's an incorrect option. Because you see, this tool is very limited to what it can do. It have a very limited selection of floors and walls, as far as I remember. And create kinda ugly rooms with... Well, it's hard to see right now, but create very ugly corners. If you look very carefully, there is like textures that look kinda broken. And this is very unappealing to look at. So other method is much more basic and rudimentary. It's to use floor and wall tools. So yeah, I think as I said, gonna build a little house. Maybe there is a foresty theme I'm looking at in this floor assets I choose. Maybe some sort of forest hut for the witch or a hunter or something. And if... Okay. Okay. How much is it? 9 by 5. That's a good start. That's gonna be one of the rooms, or several of the rooms, I believe, maybe. But anyway, that's gonna be just a starter. Personally, my favorite wood texture here in this asset packs is ashen. I don't know, it's like convey the idea of old floor and stuff. If I usually would choose what kind of floor to use, what kind of wood in any objects, I would use ashen because it looks old. I usually draw like ancient dungeons and stuff. Actually, if you think about it, since it's a living space, maybe currently occupied, let's draw something more... something brighter and more lively than ashen. Lightwood. I think that's not pretty good. Okay. By the way, there is the music on the background. Is loudness of it is good enough? I hope it isn't too quiet or too loud. Well, it's at least it's not supposed to be too loud from what I see right now in OBS, but who knows? It can be quiet. Can't really hear any music. Okay, what about now? I boost it up a little bit. I mean, currently there is a not very good thing to show off because it's right now very quiet in the song itself. But who knows? Okay. A little bit odd shape you may notice, but to do a basic square or rectangle would be too boring and uninspiring, I think. So, little weird shapes is nice. Maybe, you know, maybe even different floor texture. Okay, it's almost the same. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway. Okay, inside floors is pretty good, I think. Pretty good size and all. Now walls. There's plenty of good ones. I think I'm gonna use this Wooddark C. So the benefit of using wall tool instead of the building tool is you can create a sharp corners. Like this. And sharp corners, even though currently it looks ultra ugly, even uglier than round corners, we can easily hide them, much more easy than other ones, using some objects in the future. I think inside wall should be a little bit less thick. Oh, never mind. They're all the same thickness. Yeah, this room is only way too squarey, which is not necessarily bad. Sometimes squares isn't too boring. Sometimes the reeds can be used for them. Okay, what kind of door frame we could use? Maybe something bigger Like this one. I would like something more thicker and more rough. Yep. This looks way better, I think, than the previous one, but anyway. Currently a door leading right into the ground, but a little bit of foundation not gonna hurt, I think, if you think about it. So let's choose some stony texture. Looks kinda good, but kinda too different. What about this one? Oh wait, that's basically the same texture, but a little bit different. Never mind. You know, I think this one is good enough. This mossy cobblestone is relatively nice for a forest, especially. Anyway. Walls. Those stairs could be ugly here, unfortunately. Because there is not much stairs of this kind of texture. So we're gonna need to be a little bit crafty here. Okay, I forgot what I wanted. I wanted path and create some fences here. So it's gonna look a little bit more organic here. Oh, I think that's pretty good for the fence. Relatively thin, so that's nice. And we're gonna decorate it a little bit later. But now, I think overall shape of outside part is mostly done. So let's turn back to the painting tool, terrain brush. Let's make a little dirt here. Because if you think about it, the sun not gonna always light up this area, so in these areas it is reasonable to be a rather rough terrain without grass and much stuff. And that's gonna help to distinguish the house walls from the green terrain and make it a little less even in general. It's important to not overkill stuff. Maybe I need to do a little bit more grass there. Okay, that's okay. That's good enough. There's still a little bit of grass gonna be under the walls, which is not too bad. There is still could be a possibility for that. For the sun to grow something here. We're gonna probably be stairs. Okay. While we're still young, let's pick up some stairs. Stair. I don't want them to be too big. It's not gonna be a very tall foundation for the house, so that's only natural for them not being too tall. Maybe something with that, just 2 steps, you know? I'm gonna finish it a little with, where's it, path tool? With a little fence right there. And just, you know, it's already looking pretty good. And since this leads out right out the house, there is pretty reasonable, I think, for a path to appear over time. Then the occupant of this house leaves this home for their businesses and stuff. Currently this path is way too powerful. So maybe we're gonna weaken a little bit. So there is gonna be a little grass, because I don't think 1 or 2, or maybe even a family of 3 people could generate that much lifelessness in the ground to dissolve all the grass. So just gently tapping the button, or more likely just madly bashing it to create something like that, Hey, pretty good. One neat trick is for creating some stuff like that, to make some sticks run uneven, is to just zoom out and just click a few times with low intensity. It's gonna create somewhat nice. Oh, it's so good to not know English, isn't it? Sometimes I envy people who have English as their first language. But anyway, you get the gist of what I mean. I hope. Maybe not. Who cares? Yeah. All basics of the house is done, so let's place some objects. And so let's start with a pillar. Pillars is a very important asset, because pillars is the asset will help us to cover those ugly corners. By the way, if you're wondering why you don't see the list, you don't see partial list, because, well, in OBS I have basically a resolution of my monitor, and then the program is open. It has a slightly lower resolution, slightly lower width, so I was forced to stretch it out a little bit. So that's a sacrifice here. A little bit of interface. Okay, here's the pillars. Just one, and this corner looks much better. Even looks somewhat natural. Need to make sure to place those pillars in every corner, in every intersection of walls, so it's not gonna look too ugly. Okay, there is also small ones, exactly for railings, like this one. It's also gonna help us to make this railing a little bit less weird. Okay, that's good. Let's pick up a door for entrance. There's plenty of doors in every texture, wood texture, and even some stone textures. But obviously in forest house it's reasonable to have a wooden door. Most of the 2x1 doors are pretty large and usually it's like one big door. Oops, that's not the one. Like this one. It looks like a one single door, so obvious decision is to make a double door from the single doors and just mirror one thing using A button. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this one. Let's also place a door here. We can use the same one. It's not a big deal. And also, and of course, place a portal for a door, so it's not gonna look weird. A little thick, in my opinion. But maybe that's okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Anyway. What's next in our great plan and decision of building a house? We have 2 rooms. So this room gonna be something like the main room. The dining room maybe, with a kitchen combined. And also combined with the guest room, I believe. I think that's a good idea. What do you think, chat? Okay. While you're thinking, I'm gonna place a table. Well, let's use some tags, and let's try and find some furniture tag. Furniture. No, that's an old furniture. That's not useless for us. Okay. It was a very long time since I used this program to draw some maps, so it might be hard to find what I need to find, especially if you don't know the word that you're searching for. I know a table isn't that hard to find on its own. Let's see. Yeah, just by searching it. Yeah, the one big thing about placing furniture is to not make it too... It's not to make placement too perfect, because it's unrealistic for it to be too good, you know what I mean? In the real world you're not gonna make the walls absolutely parallel to the sides of the table, so that's gonna be a little bit weird. And also, let's switch the layer, since I forgot to do so. So it's natural to make something like, I don't know, okay, this door isn't in the greatest spot. Let's move it a little bit. Strange. Okay, it's moving kinda weirdly. Okay, we can just make a new... Oh, and I see that's... Okay, this frame kinda acting up relatively weird. But okay. Let's see. Where's the portals? Portal 2. Yep, this is what I wanted. Now doors are a little bit closer, we have much more room to place furniture. So I think there is what to make up the lore. It's obviously a too big of a house for one person, or at least that I think that way. So maybe there is gonna live some sort of family. And why do I ask this question myself? Well, you see, lore gonna influence the furnishing this building. It's very important to know the theme of what you're doing before you're doing. Even though I started doing before I even decided what I'm going to do. Okay, where I was again? Ah, yeah. Making stuff uneven and not perfectly symmetrical. Chair. Let's find some chairs. Nothing too fancy, because again, that's not gonna... It's gonna be a forest house. So that's gonna be natural for it, not gonna be too good looking. Something like that. Chair, maybe another chair, different a little bit chair. Somewhere here, I guess. And another different chair for another person. There, I believe. Fully drawn under the table, so it's gonna look like it's not gonna... It wasn't in use for for a while. Or maybe this chair is some person's chair who is very neat and tidy and tied his things up, or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm just making up words at this point, just to sound reasonable. Anyway. Shelf. Shelve? I believe this is how it's typed. Pretty big shelf. Okay, for shelf is very reasonable to be perfectly aligned with walls. Otherwise, how else you're gonna place it? Am I right? Since this part gonna be, I think, a kitchen, we are gonna need stone tiles to change it a little bit, because it's gonna be a little dangerous to cook on wood, over wood floor with, well, at least if you use fire. If you don't use fire, that's gonna be whatever what kind of floor you're using. Okay, let's pick up similar stone. It's now a little different. No, that's too clean, too clean. I didn't want to perfectly cut the room in two similar sides of 3x6, but I guess it is what it is. You know, maybe this will do 2x6 instead of 3 for the stone floor. Anyway, I don't like this shelf. Okay, I want to place an oven. Some relatively simple one. Maybe this. It looks pretty small if you think about it. Last time I used this program, I thought it was a little bigger. But I guess we can increase the size by using increased size and stuff. But there is no reason, in my opinion. Okay, let's place this thing here, right there. You know what, let's pick another one. Let's place it right there, and let's slap this, what is called add-on. Okay, add-on it looks kinda big, so I'm gonna just a little change its size, and that's okay. Great. What's next? Bunch of tables? Table... something bigger this time. Like this. Yep. This is gonna be a table for chopping down the vegetables and stuff like that. And meat and stuff like that, and yep. And it has a relatively decent distance from the shelf. Speaking of shelves, there's usually a lot of shelves about the tables. So we might as well add one, or two even. For example, let's change a layer of this. Change layer of this and place shelf with books. Books probably with some sort of cooking recipes, most likely. Otherwise, why they would be above the cooking table? That would be too dumb. To place other books above it. Yeah, something like that. And another shelf. Not bookshelf. A regular one. I'm not saying there is no this type of regular shelves without those little borders. So yeah, let's change the bookcase slightly. Like that, I guess. No, they're a little bit too big, I think. That's good. We shall without book, but we shall gonna use some other stuff. Like it's gonna be like a cupboard. Bar. A single board. Yep, there is like those little small doors for this exact purpose. Yeah, this shelf is a little bit too small to have a 4-door shelf like a normal one would have. But I guess it's whatever. 3 will suffice. And just for make a little difference, like let's make this one a little open, like it was used recently. Okay, my tea is over. There's no more moisture gonna be for the rest of the stream, probably. Well, that's a large cupboard here. Let's place it right there. And move this table with chairs a little to other place, a little bit further away from the cupboard, so it's gonna be a decent pathway to this one, to the main chair. I think the kitchen dining guest room is looking decent. For now, even without too much of decorations. But I feel I should add something else. Some other big furniture like tables and stuff. Yeah, I know, this corner looks kinda sad. Let's add the corner table. Where's it? Here it is. Yep. We also might as well add another one there, into the other corner. Damn, my eyes getting sore for some reason. That's kinda unusual. Okay, yeah, the first room is done. So, that's good, that's good. That's even great, even. So let's move on to second room. Second room obviously gonna have some beds, because after all it's a house. An old house doesn't have bed. Probably a house of someone who doesn't need sleep. Of course it's gonna be a double bed, because why not? Now I swear that this furniture became smaller from the last time I used, which shouldn't have, because I didn't update the subscription to the asset pack. But whatever. It's not... That wasn't what I wanted to do. You know, originally I wanted to... for this house to look like a peasant house, but... you think about, if you look at it and compare sizes, it's a huge house. Like, this bed just filling up just a fraction of this room space. It's more of like some sort of royal house. Some sort of royal hunting house, maybe. Something like that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I've already fixated myself to create a family home or something. And you know, it's a fantasy. DnD is a fantasy. So who cares how unrealistic the wealth of the average person there? Especially in 5th DnD, the economy is just broken. Okay. Well, this room is gonna be just a single room. So there is not gonna be a need to differentiate them. It's gonna be a multi-bedroom room. Multi-bedroom. Yep. I keep forgetting to switch layers where I place all those objects. That's gonna bite me in the ass, and then I'm gonna place shadows Because shadows is very annoying to do, unfortunately. And it's very important to make all the items be in the right layer. Just to ease up all the burdens of shadow placing. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what else to place in this huge ass room. Like some working equipment. You know what? Let's slap another table. More tables never gonna hurt. Somewhere here, maybe. Probably gonna have some tools in the future. And who cares what that's the bedroom? It doesn't that much matter. I just remembered something. Very nice and cool. Let's see. So wood looks a little bit too clean, don't you think? Just something we can utilize to fix that problem. So it's like it's a somewhat old house. A little bit of this of scratches. Not too much, not gonna do overkill. But a little bit of them not gonna hurt. Like this one. This plank looks a little uglier, but you know, imperfection is digital perfection, as someone said once, or maybe more than once. We could make a little bit a stronger accent with those scratches. Like this place is much more visible, the scratches, so it's gonna convey the feeling that it's often in use. This specific table. We also add a little bit here. We also add a little bit even more damage if you want to. No, I think that's a little bit too big. Not too bad. Oh, that's a little bit too big. Of a texture plan, yeah, it's fine. And look at that. Even though this floor looks like a mess, even without too much of a furniture and decoration, it looks much better than it was before. So yeah, Imperfection is digital perfection again. Sure. Damn, this Oblivion music is making me sleepy, kinda. Is that weird, what music makes me sleepy? I guess it's not too weird, considering there is lullabies which is designed to make someone fall asleep. And besides, this song is pretty calm. So that's good. But that's another cupboard. There, I guess. And a little drawer which is slightly open on the first layer. It's gonna be more useful there. There. Fucking wolf here. And the door. A small door might be closed, why not? Why not? You know, before the stream oh shit. I hit my mic. You know, before the stream I actually planned to draw something specific. But I forget what I was planning to do exactly. But now I remembered. I want to draw something, some desert outpost instead of a small house. Because my next campaign set up in the desert world, so that would be only natural to make a map that features a desert theme landscape. But unfortunately, yep. 1 minute being there, 1 minute being here. And I forgot. And I forgot what was my plan. But you know, it's too late now to back off. We're creating a woodland. What? I'm so sleepy, my model isn't opening the eyes properly. Come on, don't stop breaking. Here. Fuck, I found the furniture. Here it is. It is in a set. Well, I guess it's better to find something later than not find it at all. Anyway, let's add some other stuff. Like this cupboard. It's a little bit too fancy and texture not fitting well enough, so this one gonna suit better. I believe. Holy shit, why am I yawning so much? That's annoying. Oh, you know what? Let's play some cupboard type of stuff here on the table. As if someone actually making them there. Or something like that. Okay, it's good that I found the furniture tag here. Furniture set. It's gonna ease up the process of doing stuff. This part of the room is a little bit uncool. Just a big empty chunk here. This would be reasonable to fill it up with something, but I'm not sure what exactly. Okay, now I'm just gonna scroll down in this furniture tab and try to find something interesting and good looking so that I could place within boundaries of the house and outside the house also. Oh, of course. Shelves. Shelves is always an obvious solution to every problem. Though I would like a little bit bigger. Oh. Again, making them a little bit uneven. That's gonna cause a lot of pain to perfectionist. So if there is any of you here in the chat, look at there, look at this egg-glass corner and tremble in fear. Or not, that's your choice. Yeah, there's a lot of people outside. I hope no one hearing them. Tools. Yeah, there's nothing much I can think of to put here. Maybe a mirror or something. I think I saw one somewhere here. Or a few even. Okay, it's sized up as should. Great. It's pretty time to place small objects, but why not place a single mirror here and there? Hey chat, what do you think? What should I use? What kind of furniture to fill up this huge empty space in this room? Because this space is kinda unpleasantly touching my inner perfectionist. It's too open, it's too useless in multiple ways. You know what? Why not add a rug? Some simple rug. Not that simple, but so let's pick up a different color. Your yellow stripe is kind of blending with the floor. And yep, that's good. Grayish with relatively dark stripes on it. That's good. Naturally. Naturally, this rug gonna be uneven as hell. Or slightly. And while I was placing the rug, I found what I could use. We could use another table again. That's kind of weird, don't you think, how much tables I'm using? But it is what it is, after all. It's a little bit too big. Jeez. I'm too tired, isn't it? Yes, we need a bunch of small chairs, a bunch of stools. Here they are. Lightwood furniture kinda blending with the floor, but that's not a big problem. By using shadows, we're gonna add some details to that. In the future. But damn, Damn, I feel tired, I want to say. Okay, I think we're done with small stuff, I mean with big objects. So we can just... decorate everything with smaller ones. Like there is, you know? For example, here on top of this shelf gonna be a little bit... a small selection of cups. Looks kinda wacky. Those circle cups being there, but that's whatever. Maybe I'm gonna change it later, who knows. But for now, we are balling. Almost right there. Mirror, no, there's enough mirrors. Miscellaneous. Yeah, miscellaneous items are very good usually. A plate, a bowl. That's medical bowls. Okay, since we got the oven, it's only natural to have some firewood, isn't it? Originally I thought it's gonna be like... gonna be cold. But I thought to myself when I saw those subjects here, those firewood and stuff, it's gonna be a little bit more natural for a wood to be here, because where does the person who lives in the house have coal? Well, he probably could buy it, but you know what I mean? It's more natural since they're in the forest. We may also have the fishing rod. But probably somewhere on a shelf. So it's not gonna look like it's used too often. Also, it looks kinda rusty. Metal of the hook at least. And metal in the other parts. Any of the legs? Okay. What we need else? We need the actual kitchenware. Yep. Perfect find. Great, isn't it? We're gonna have a giant cooking pot right on top of the stove. Or maybe a little smaller. Yeah, good enough. There's gonna be a little wooden plate, and wooden plate gonna be wooden platter. Sorry, sumimasen for my English. Probably also in Japanese because I'm not sure what I was said mean. Damn, that's a huge ass ladle. Like a 3 feet long. It's like 90 cent. Is it 90 centimeters? 1 foot is a 30 centimeters, right? It should be. Anyway, it's almost like it's more of a never mind. It's more of a 70 centimeters. Anyway. Let's just drop it there. What the hell is this? Jar. And now what I'm doing, just gonna decorate with small items here and there. After that we're gonna use some shadows, probably. Most likely. Okay, that's another huge overly large knife. Whatever. Sheesh. I can't fucking concentrate with this sleepiness. Why's that? I don't understand. Maybe it's tea I drank. It's kind of have a relaxing effect or something like that. Who knows? Okay, stain grain tea. This thing gonna be directly on the table right away. And also kettle, why not? Somewhere near the stove. Not directly on top of it, but nearby. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna stay for 2 hours instead of originally planned 3. Unless I'm gonna wake up for some reason in the middle of my sleepiness. Yeah, let's add a little bit more shit. on top of shelves and stuff. One pen, two pen, three pen. It's almost a matryoshka of pens. And one of them defined all the rules of pen. Oop, like 4 of them here? Yep. There is no really reason to have like a ton of decorations. But I kind of wanna... for it to have like a lot of them. Just so now I'm partially switching randomly between ideas of what I want to place. So, yeah. There is essentially an element of randomness in what I'm doing. In a little way. Bridge rebels. And a bunch of flour. Oh, it's a great place for a stack to be. On top of a shelf, of course, obviously. Someone just probably threw it there in this area. Now what also can you add a little camping equipment in the main room? I mean in the not main room, in the other room. Exactly. I was so sleepy, holy shit. It's not even funny. Jesus. Okay. Just notice the backpack can be colorable. So yeah, sure, why not? Hey. Some other stuff. Such as grooming devices like combs and mirrors and rust-colored razor blades. Soap on a rope. Interesting. I think soap can be placed there on this small table. No thoughts had empty. Completely. I'm just concentrating not to not fall asleep or something like that. And I hope I'm gonna win at that. Maybe it's probably the music what makes me sleepy. But I'm gonna be honest, there's not much of sounds we can use here. Okay. Calm. Let's do a somewhat misplaced comb here on the chair. Okay, I think I'm gonna just get rid of my headphones for now. Maybe that's gonna help. Who knows? Not to listen to this Oblivion OST and stay awake. Games. Unlimited games. But not solely unlimited, how like a bacon. Remember, return a little to the previous room. Plate. And then it was some other plates. Why not? A little bit of them on top and gonna suit nicely. And yeah, pretty much it. Okay, let's use this one as the main one. Objects. Oh, it's already on fruits. Neat. Let's have some less specific. And use food in general. A nice loaf of bread. This one looks much better, much tastier in my opinion than this one. This one looks kinda grey. And to be honest, I don't like grey bread. In my opinion, it's very nasty and tasting. I much prefer white bread. Yeah, that's huge, huge ass apple. So we're gonna need to fix that. A little bit of bananas. Why not? Why not here? Yeah, where's the other food? Let's do other foods. Cabbage leaf? Sounds like a plan. Cabbage leaf is gonna serve like a kind of a plate for the plate. On top of another plate. Oh, the pumpkin. Pumpkin just gonna be somewhere here on the floor, I don't know. Being just huge as fuck and not useful very much. Sausages. Very nice, very tasty. How is this? This is a yum wedge. What the hell is a yum wedge? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm only gonna say on this image it looks very nasty. Gnarly even. I find that there is something else except for the fruits. A steak. Which is in process of cooking. We can slap one that already cooked there. Yep. Maybe even different texture. Nice. A little bit of beef on the side. Or ham slice. In this case, here it's like a sandwich here on the bread. Look at that, now the case invented the sandwich. You know, I'm looking at this piece of food, you know, what is here on the table in the middle, and it looks kind of pretty. I would dig in. I would eat that, probably. Maybe not. Who knows for sure? And a little bit. Not need to forget to add a little bit of food onto the plates itself. Then those sausages looks like fucking humongous. Just absurdly large. Speaking of food, I also like cooking. You know, cooking is some may say cooking is a form of art. As well as what I'm doing right now is a kind of form of art. Is making a map using already pre-made asset considered as drawing? What do you think? In my opinion, it may be considered as that. But who knows? Maybe you think otherwise. In which case, that's not cool. Okay, this food table looks way too luxurious. When it should. Where's the table clutter? Tag. I don't see. Uh-huh. Here they are. Oh wait, there is no table clutters. Maybe it's a set? Doesn't seem so. Doesn't seem so. Unfortunately. Okay, I want a little bit more of those table things. No, not armchair. Bandages. Yeah, sure, why not? Add a little bit of bandages here and there. On the third layer. Here, there. And barrels. Of course. How without barrel? How without barrel beer in it? Right there. Just slap it there. Barrel of beer. Good. What else we have? We have a dimension gear. Which also we can use a Bacchus. A Bacchus bag. Bell bearings. Sounds like a plan. Like here, place them on top of the shelf. Like no one sees them from the ground level, probably. A giant grappling hook. A few flasks, one of a rusty flask, and maybe one actually usable. Here down there. We could add some weapons, like bow and arrow, a short bow, I guess, for example. I think you're not supposed to leave a bow with a string on attached. But I mean, it's fantasy. And either way, that's a very obscure fact, so no one gonna know. Either way. So, what's the matter? I know what this thing is for. It's actually arrow making station. Or something like that sort of case. Okay, few of them are broken. This is what happens when you use them. They tend to break, you know? Very natural process. In a way. Tools, more tools. Let's add some tools action to make those arrows. I'm so tired. All of a sudden. Right before this time I wasn't tired at all. Just now for some reason happened. Oh well, while we... No, I think that's already too late to tell some wacky stories. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do story time next stream or something. I don't know. Either way. A shovel could be useful. You know, I like when I'm making a map for DnD, I like to make them realistic as possible. That's my thing. Many people like makes map be entertaining for their players. That's undoubtedly a very important thing. But I personally, the most thing I enjoy while making the maps and is to make them realistic, you know? Like I want, while looking at it, to feel like there is someone living there. All the stuff, all the things on tables, on the floors, all the small little things, I want to represent them. In one day or another, one way or another. I think you could. I hope you could relate to that. Obviously, make map beautiful and entertaining to navigate through is important. But it's also important to make them realistic, because I think my philosophy of map making is what... I don't even know how to put that in words. Just realism is the key of artful enjoyment of the map. Make it as better as possible. You know? Holy shit, that's a huge nest. That isn't the best of the map I ever made. I'm gonna admit, it's not even done properly and fully. Whereas still a few other elements what need to be done, such as shadows, maybe a little bit more furniture. Toys. Damn. I don't know what was I expected while clicking on toys tag, but I didn't expect only a rubber duck. But okay. You know, rubber duck is reminding me of one very important object in the life of people. Try to guess what. Try to guess what that object is. Yep, that's correct. That's a bathtub. Bathtub. Yeah. In the medieval time, there wasn't a plumbing system, so people usually just were chilling in those small bathtubs. Which is horrible. I was in a village once. I was living for like a few days in a village, and there is also were no plumage. So that was nasty to wash it yourself in those bathtubs without constant stream of water. And water is usually cold there, you know? Because it is unreasonable to heat all of that water. Like, how much liters is that? How much gallons is that? I don't know, probably a lot. Oh, very much. By the way, I just remembered also. Look at this building and say, what does it lacking? As a building itself, not inside, not the furniture part. I'll give you 5 seconds. The answer is, it lacks windows. Like, yep. So Windows is an easy fix. We have Windows seals like this one, which we can just place all over the place. I usually prefer smaller ones. They look more nicely. I think you could understand my reasoning. Too big... Big one is too big, you know? Making them symmetrical isn't necessary, but... I mean, it's not a big deal. There is no good place for the window here, unfortunately. In the kitchen, because most of things like connected to the wall, like here, I guess, or there. The very is good spot for the mirror, fuck, for the window. Anyway, I think that's enough Windows slots. So now we're gonna choose some object mirrors. Oh, no, not mirror, Windows. Ah, my brain is completely fried. Okay, why is the roof? Why is the roof swelling? So I search for windows. Whatever. I don't care. They look awfully small to be honest in this preview, so it's hard to tell which one looks how. Okay, these are the small ones. I see them. And again, very big ones. Don't need very big ones. We need the medium size, right? Medium size windows. Where they could be? Here they are. Here one of them at least. Ashen. And kind of fancy to be honest. No, that's still big ones. Yep, that's large. Two double window. One X1. I probably should have typed that into search. But okay, whatever. We already found them. We already found mirror. Why were I calling this mirror? I mean, window have some mirror properties at certain angles. In a certain compositions. But it's not a mirror. It's not a mirror. I'm just being dumb, isn't it? Anyway, I would love to finish this house today. And also this window is unnecessary, considering where it's placed. I would have loved to finish this house today, but as I said, I'm feeling very tired. So we're just gonna wait a little bit till the final hours. Make some light fixes here and there, like here. So the bench gonna look less scuffed under this mirror slot. And I guess it's good. I guess that's pretty good. I still didn't find any tools for the table, but there is a toolbox, which is closed and probably can serve as, enough. It's enough, to just close. Okay, I want to add a little mug here near the bed. With weirdly pink liquid, but okay. Oh, gee. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough for today. 2 hours. 1 hour less than I anticipated, unfortunately. But that's that, and this is this. Not not everything going according to plans. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining into the stream. I really appreciate that. Very nice of you. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that stream. I hope you enjoyed my rambling, my drawing. I hope you liked how houses ended, how the small houses ended up, even though it's not fully ready. I'm gonna finish it, I don't know, between the streams. There's not that much of stuff to do anymore, I believe. So let's just save it. VIP F Forest House Home. With caps lock. Great, great, just perfect. You know, I also like how these houses end up. It's pretty nice, pretty neat. But yeah, it's time to end everything. Again, thank you for joining in. I was as always Slam the Chaos. It was nice. It was nice to stream again. You know. Next stream is gonna be. I don't know. I got a job, so even though I return relatively late home, it's still a pain in the ass, and I don't like it. The fact that I have it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and adjust my streaming to my job in some sort of way. But yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed it, I hope you're gonna subscribe or something. You know, the general gig, what every YouTuber asks their viewers. But anyway, that's it for today. Goodbye, friend.